Hello guys, today I am going to tell you about a very important component which is being used in automatic transmission. The vehicles, the top brands which are having the automatic transmission means they are having only two pedals, which one is accelerator and one is brake pedal. Means they are not having the clutch pedal. That means they are not having the clutch plates. So the main indication of a vehicle having the automatic transmission is that it is having two pedals only. So if the vehicle is not having the clutch plate, then how the gear shifting is taking place, or we can say how we are disengaging the power of the engine to the transmission. So this is done by a component known as torque converter. It means that in today's vehicle, or we can say that today's vehicle which are having the automatic transmission, they have engine, torque converter and automatic transmission, means automatic gearbox. Earlier we used to have engine, clutch plates and manual gearbox, automatic gearbox. So what is this torque converter? Friends, they are the simple fluid coupling. But here we call it torque converter. We'll come to know why we call it torque converter. So first we need to understand this is a very simple mechanism, that is, this is a very simple fluid coupling. So as you can see in this video, this component is a dissection of a torque converter. Means this was earlier connected like this. This entire assembly is called the torque converter. So for your convenience to view inside the torque converter, we have cut the torque converter from here, and we can see the three major components. This portion, which is the outer cover of the torque converter, is connected to the flywheel. Means we can say that this side we have the engine, and engine flywheel is connected with this casing. This casing is directly connected with this part. This part. So this casing is directly connected with this part. It means that this part is directly rotating with the engine RPM. Means this is running with engine RPM. Means this is called the pump. The pump is directly connected with the engine. So this pump is directly running with the engine RPM. And next part is the turbine. This is called the turbine. This is called the turbine. So what is happening? This pump is directly connected with this casing, and this casing is directly connected with the flywheel, and flywheel is connected with the engine. That means engine power is directly coming to the pump, and this pump, with the help of fluids filled inside this housing, it is running the turbine. So this is the turbine. So this pump is running this turbine with the help of the fluid coupled inside it, and this flywheel, this turbine is directly connected with the gearbox. Means the gearbox is getting the RPM from this turbine. So I am repeating again, we are getting the engine power to the pump, and pump is running the turbine, and turbine is directly connected with the gearbox. So the power from the engine is directly going to the gearbox with the help of pump and this turbine. So this is the simple mechanism of fluid coupling. So we are getting the engine power to the gearbox, and there is a one major component, we call it reactor or a stator. This is a reactor. This is a one-way clutch. One-way clutch means it can rotate only in one direction, and this is the major component which is multiplying the torque, or which helps in multiplying the torque. That is why we call it the entire mechanism as torque converter. So this is attached here like this, and the fluid which is swirled outside from this pump goes to the turbine, and after hitting the turbine blades come out perpendicular to this direction and it goes into the reactor. So what the reactor does, the reactor blades which are tilted at an angle turns the direction of the fluid coming from the turbine to an angle so that it can hit the blades of the pump at an angle and increase the or multiply the torque of the pump. That is why it is called as the torque converter. So again, this is stator, this is the turbine. So what happens when there is at a higher RPM, when we need 1:1 ratio of the speed. So what happens, this turbine which is connected with the gearbox, this turbine gets engaged with this pump by the help of the lockup clutch. This is called the lockup clutch. So what happens now, the pump and turbine will get locked with each other with the help of the lockup clutch, means that they will run with the 1:1 ratio RPM. So at a higher speed, when there is no slippage is needed, we will get the 1:1 ratio of the RPM. So this was the mechanism of the torque converter, and this torque converter is fitted into this gearbox. This is the automatic gearbox of automatic transmission of Mercedes Benz known as 722.9. It has 7 forward and 2 reverse gears. Why 2 reverse gears? 2 reverse gears means one gear is reverse gear for comfort mode and the other gear is for the used in sports mode. So guys, here we can see how we are connecting the engine with the gearbox with the help of the torque converter.
Start.
So guys, today we have learned about the torque converter, which is a very major component which is found in automatic gear shifting mechanism of top cars or top high brand cars which are having which don't have the manual gear shifting, which we have the automatic gear shifting mechanism. So I hope you must have liked this video. Thank you everyone.